Hello and welcome to your video tutorial for your LOTF, Lord of the Flies essay, Part 1, Week 1, PSSAs due on 5/12/23. Please work through all the pages of this assignment. There are many links embedded to help you along the way. Try on your own, and if you need the support to use them. Here is a link to the PDF online version of Chapter 4. Okay, so you're going to take this, and I would do open in a new tab and have it open while you're working. This is what it's going to look like. It's all of Chapter 4. Notice that it is a lot of pages, but I went through and I highlighted for you a lot of the parts that we talked about in class about Jack. Okay, remember this is all about Jack. So you'll see you have to scroll all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Okay, different sections. So if you want to direct your attention there, because we did read this all together. Okay, so you're going to add response. And you're going to pick your name, and you're going to notice on the first page you have a prompt, okay? Just like the other three, or if you're new, this is new for you, but this is kind of like your direction. In Chapter 4, Painted Faces and Long Hair, William Golding's Lord of the Flies, a ship appears on the horizon. Woohoo! But the boys are not rescued because the hunters allowed the fire to go out. Ugh. Write a 4-paragraph essay explaining how Golding uses details from the story to reveal aspects of Jack's character, which is what we've been talking incessantly about for the past few days. Use evidence from Chapter 4 to support your answer. Okay, so when you're going to write this, it will not be a retelling. What did I say? It will not be a retelling. You're going to be answering this prompt, I'm going to write in here, in essay form. All right, there's built-in supports. Use them if you need to. We read it in class and on Actively Learn, so you can certainly use Actively Learn, or you can kind of use this for your evidence, okay? I don't know if you guys remember this, but on the last essay, we did a little journal entry that had focus correction areas, FCAs, and I want you to really focus on these. I want you to do them right the first time so that you don't have to do any corrections, all right? You want to make sure of this. Number 1, do you have an introduction, 2 body paragraphs, and a conclusion that are guided by its, Ted's car, okay? Did you give at least one piece of evidence in body 1 and body 2 that answers the prompt? Did you explain those pieces of evidence? I might send it back to you and say, make sure you're explaining, okay? Actually, you're going to kind of check yourself. You're going to check yourself against this first page before you turn it in. And then did you read it out loud and check for capitalization and punctuation? Those are the only things I'm worried about. Spelling, grammar, I'm not as worried about that, but I know you can check to make sure that proper nouns are capitalized and that all I's are capitalized, and punctuation, that everything has a period or an exclamation mark at the end. Okay, so this is page 1. Let's go into page 2 real quick, because this video, I can make it a little bit longer. Okay. Now, this one is just your regular run-of-the-mill organizer, just like the last one we did. The directions up here say, hold on, find 3 pieces of evidence of Jack's character traits in Chapter 4. We've been doing this all along. Fill in this organizer and use it to answer the prompt. You will use at least 2 pieces of evidence in your thesis, of course, as the subjects of your body paragraphs. And here's the link to the book. Okay, if you need it. You have this other one open right here. Essentially, you're going to find 3 pieces of evidence, okay? So look right here. This is what goes here. How does Golding show you Jack's character traits, his behavior, dialogue, interaction with others, thoughts, or appearance? I pulled one from the first chapter, example dialogue, the things he says. Here's the text evidence. You can either get the exact quote, you can type it in, or take a snip. You would copy it and then Control V here. Okay, so I have a piece of dialogue, things that he says, and then I want to make an inference here. What can we tell about his character from the evidence presented? We, the reader, can tell that he is hasty and really into hunting and killing things. He wants to solve the problem. He's a leader, but more like a savage leader. Okay, so you're going to do this 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And we've been talking it out the past few days, so I'm not worried. So you're going to use this. Okay, you can kind of skim it to see which one you think is the best example of either his dialogue, his behavior, his interaction with others, thoughts, or appearance. Okay? All right, I'm going to stop the video.